Hey guys, Jack and Max here, and today we're going to teach you how to drive a manual car.
Yay, I think.
Well, it'll mostly be me teaching you because he doesn't know. Okay, so let's get to it. So first I'm going to explain a few things about the manual car and how to drive it. So manual driving is very different to auto. In automatic, you have your brake pedal and the accelerator pedal. So accelerators to go and the brakes to stop. That's pretty much it. With a manual car, you also have those two pedals. You have the accelerator to go, the brake to stop, but then also the clutch, which works with the gear stick to put it into gear. Okay, so these are your three pedals. This is your accelerator, brake, and the clutch, which goes all the way down. And then also you have your gear stick. Most cars have about 5 gears, as you can see. There's reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That thingy's the handbrake.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does the gear stick and the clutch work? Well, with the gear stick, there's also neutral. So when it's like this, when you can move it from side to side, that means it's in neutral and the car's not going to go anywhere, even if you accelerate. If you're in neutral, on a hill, you will generally roll down the hill if you don't have the brake on. With the clutch, when you press it in all the way down, that's also neutral. So even if you're in gear, the car won't be revving. I don't think I can explain it very well unless I show you. So there's a few things you need to do before you're ready to start driving. Number one is make sure you know the road rules of where you're driving. And when you're first learning, it's best to go and find a open road or a great big parking lot. Probably best to do it on a Sunday when the roads aren't busy. So just find somewhere quiet where there's no cars around that you can just practice without worrying about other cars. The second thing you need to do is get your phone, put it on silent, and throw it in the back seat because you don't want to have any distractions. After that, you have to make sure that you're in a comfortable spot to drive. So reposition your seat. As you can see, I have my seat pretty high, but that's so that I can put my foot all the way in on the clutch without having to lean forward, and so that I can see properly. Also readjust your mirrors. You have two side mirrors and your rear view mirror, so you need to make sure that you can see on both sides and out the back so that you can see all around. So now that your car's set up, you're right to go. So you've made sure your handbrake is on. Next thing, put your seatbelt on, because trust me, you don't want to go flying through your windscreen because that won't end well for you. When first driving a manual car, you should practice moving the gear stick before you actually turn the car on, just so you know how it works. So put your foot all the way in the clutch, should be on the floor. So with your foot in the clutch, to neutral, you can now take it out. So across and up for first, then down for second, then you get back to the middle and over a bit, see, so it should be right in the middle, and then straight up. So up is third, and then straight back down should be fourth. Make sure when you go straight back down you don't go over, because there's not much space in between. From fourth, you go back to the middle, across, make sure you go all the way across, and up is fifth. But you won't have to worry about anything except first and maybe second while you're just learning to take off. Okay, make sure your foot is on the brake and your gear stick's in neutral, then you can turn the car on. Then what you should do is put it into first, so across and up. You don't have to worry about reverse with this car because you have to lift that up to get to reverse, so you won't be able to get to reverse if you don't lift that up. And then what you can do is take the handbrake off. And now here's the tricky part. To be able to take off, you have to pull your foot out of the clutch slowly while gently pushing on the accelerator. And every car is different in how much acceleration you need and how far you need to take your foot off the clutch. So it'll take a few goes to get used to it, and don't worry if you stall it. That's completely normal. That's how you'll feel when it's about to stall, so you can work out if you need more acceleration. Okay, so when you're in gear, if you take your foot out of the clutch without the acceleration, you'll stall. And that's completely alright, as long as you just put your foot back on the brake, put it back into neutral, and turn it on again. So, back across and into first. And now to take off, you slowly pull your foot out of the clutch, and at this point, you can swap your foot from the brake over to the accelerator. And then gently push on the accelerator. And at this point, you'll be able to see the tachometer. When you press the accelerator, you can see it going. And so you just get a feel until you move, and you should eventually be able to fully pull your foot out of the clutch and just use the accelerator. Okay, so you slowly pull your foot out of the clutch, and then when you're ready, take your foot off the brake and slowly onto the accelerator, and just jiggle, just slowly go out of the clutch and just leave your foot gently on the accelerator. And then you're good to go. See, now my foot off the clutch. Okay, so I think that's enough for one lesson. If you didn't understand anything, leave some comments below and I'll try and explain it. Okay, so that's the end of that video. If you liked it, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you're totally confused, leave a comment below, because I think I've confused myself. And don't forget to subscribe for more great videos.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.
The second thing you have to do is get your phone, put it on silent, and then throw it in the back seat. Oops. Try that one again.